This session will focus on rendering components on menu click. At the end of this session, you should be able to understanding component-based architecture in React, implementing dynamic component rendering, handling state and props for menu navigation. To implement component rendering on menu click, open both front-end and back-end projects and execute it. Sign in with valid username and password. Let me sign in as an admin. Next, we are going to implement the component rendering on menu click event. If user click on any one of the menu item, the corresponding component will be rendered on the space allocated for outlet. Then open MySQL Workbench and connect with your database. Execute select query for the table menu. The table menu having 3 records, menu ID 1 for job posting, 2 for job search, and 3 for my profile. So we need to create 3 components. One is for job posting, and another one for job search, and another one for my profile. So go to the front end project, VS Code, and create 3 components by right click on the folder SRC and use the option new file and create a component with the name job posting .jsx and open the file in the editor. Use shortcut RCC to create a class component and display the message by using h2 tag job posting. Later we can design as per the requirement. Then create another component by right click on SRC folder and new file option job search .jsx. Use shortcut RCC to create a class component and display the message by using h2 tag job search. Then create another component by repeating the same procedure. Right click on SRC and use new file and create a component with the name profile.jsx. And create class component on it. Display the message by using h2 tag my profile. So as per the requirement, 3 components are created in the folder SRC. Then go to dashboard.jsx, create a state to handle the components on the front end. So already state is created for display user's full name on the front end. In addition to that, I'm going to create a new state called active component. Then initialize this state inside the constructor. Go to the constructor. In addition to full name, initialize the newly added state active component with null string. Then create a function to load components on the front end. Just about to render, I'm creating a function with the name load component and take parameter as menu ID, MID, and create a dictionary for list out all the components. So menu ID 1 for the component job posting, and menu ID 2 for the component job search, and so comma separated, and menu ID 3 for the component profile. And also make sure the required import statements are added for the components, job posting, job search, and profile. Then update the state by using this dot set state. Name of the state is active component and assign value from the dictionary components based on menu ID. So here we are updating the value of state. So the function load component must be binded inside the constructor. So go to the constructor and bind the function load component equal to this dot load component dot bind and pass the parameter current object this. Then go to render function and find out the division which is created to display the component on the front end. So replace the static text outlet with the value of state active component. Then pass the function load component to the menu bar using props. So create a prop on menu click equal to this dot load component. Then save changes on dashboard.jsx. Open menu bar.jsx. Go to the LI tag where we are displaying the menu items on the front end. Add on click event for the LI tag. On click equal to use arrow function and pass value to the props. This dot props dot name of the prop is on menu click. So note down the props name which is defined in dashboard.jsx. So here I given the name of the prop as on menu click. So we need to pass value to this prop on menu click and pass menu ID as a parameter. So row.mid. Then save changes. Go to front end, click on job posting. It will render the component which is created for job posting. Click on job search. It will render the component which is created to perform job search operations. Click on my profile. It will render the component which is created to display my profile on the dashboard. This is how we can render the component on menu click by using state and props. If user click on the menu item, it will handled by the on click event. It pass menu ID to the prop on menu click, which is defined in dashboard.jsx. Then it trigger the function called load component with the parameter menu ID. There we defined a dictionary for all the components, then updated the state active component based on the menu ID. If any changes occurs on the state, it automatically re-render the component on the front end. So based on the menu ID, the corresponding component will be appeared on the space allocated to display the module in the dashboard.